Hello, my guys. Welcome to another episode of the journey to being funded. And today we have some high impact news, okay? And these videos will be short only when we have high impact news on either Euro USD, GBP USD, and maybe let's say dollar news, pound news, and euro news, okay? High impact and maybe medium impact, okay? So when there is this news, that's when we'll be engaging with the market, because our setups zitakuwa na high probability of coming to flourishing, okay? So today we have like 2 high impact news and just 1 medium impact news for Euro USD, okay? So when you analyze your chart and you look at the daily time frame, you'll see a very strong PD array on the daily time frame in both dollar and GBP USD and also Euro USD. And NAS 102, there's a high probability it will be in line with this analysis, okay? So what I'm anticipating in price for this episode to be a success is to wait for price to get to that fair value gap, then attack from there, okay? That's where I intend to get in line with this market and execute on, okay? So we will dive to the charts and see in depth what we have here, okay? Because I have a very good feeling that today we will experience some type of volatility, and that's all we want. We are in October, and this is the first week of October. So Friday is NFP. So we have today, Wednesday, and tomorrow, Thursday, up to New York session to attack. If we don't get anything by then, we close the week, okay? There's no shame in having 1.41% in the whole week, okay? So by the way, we are actually 1.4, haven't executed any other trade, and that's because yesterday I didn't see any very impactful news, and I was very busy with my stuff, okay? So what we'll do here is that we'll go directly to the charts and see what we have, because what I said again, today smells like money, okay? So this is how I saw my trade, and this is how I anticipated it to come to flourishing. So I spotted the breaker and I put my fair value gap in place. You can see those 2 green lines there where I have a sell limit of 0.5. That's our entry. That's where I've put my entry limit. Once price gets there, it will activate my sell on a sell limit. Then my target was 1:3 of that risk. You can see that fair value gap down there at exactly 1.04840. That was my first target, okay? So unfortunately I did manage to get this trade well, so I got a loss. I got a 1% loss, so we are back to break even. I just want to show you how I traded this and what were my thoughts when I was in the market, okay? So once I identified this fair value gap, I knew price was coming to that fair value gap because it's beside a breaker, and I expected price to be very volatile during that moment, but it didn't give me, okay? That's why we should avoid trading the NFP week as ICT traders or any other person who wants to see their trading skyrocket. So that's a discipline that I have to instill to myself, but gradually we will get there, okay?
To go, 1 minute to go. It's a sell. Real account. I'm on a real account.
This is it, money.
It's a sell. It's a sell. It's a sell. It's a sell. I gave the signal. Classic forex trade.
Hello, my people. So we took a Euro USD trade and we got stopped out. The transaction wasn't successful, and we managed to to cut our loss slow before they accumulated. So we lost 1.6% that we had already accumulated. So we are basically back to break even. We are at 10,000 or slightly below the mark. And now what we'll be doing next is we will reduce our risk percentage. So we'll go risking 0.5% because we've already accumulated a loss. Okay, so that's how we will approach the next trade. Okay, this one we took a hit, so we get back to the drawing board. Okay, so this is my funded FX platform, and so we'll go over our stats and see how we are doing. So we'll start by these stats where they've mentioned stats and see how we are doing on this month. So you can see that we came down 0.56% from $140. Now we have a net loss of $55, and obviously our target is 8%, $800. So we are $855 away. So current equity is standing at 9,944, and the highest watermark is 10,141. Okay, so haven't breached my max loss limit. I haven't breached my daily loss limit, and let's say we have a declining curve right now. We went up, then went down. That's part of it. As you can see, we are in phase 1. I started this trading journey on 29th of September, and we've been on it since. Okay, so I don't think there is anything else that's of importance here. What we can do is that we can go to statistics here. My worst trade stand at $165. Best trade stand at $130. Number of trades that I have taken all over the period is 5 trades, 2 lots. My win rate is at 60%, and I think that's a good thing. Okay, so what we will do is that we will just go back to our challenge and see how we can refine our entries more and better, so that we can anticipate good trades. Okay, so what we'll be doing is that we'll be staying out of the market for the whole weekend until next week comes. That's how we prepare ourselves mentally and physically, also financially. You don't need to overtrade for you to make some good money, because once you overtrade, you know what awaits you. Disaster. Okay, my people, how you doing? It's Kev the Analyst again, and today we have a new video. Obviously, journeying to being funded, episode number 8. Oh no, I mean number 4, not Ono. Ono is 1. So this week imekuwa na so much economic news, literally imekuwa na so many news, by the way. So what we've done this week is that we finally lost 0.5%. Man, actually I lost 2%, the accumulated capital. So I'm back to 0.5% minus, negative. So what we'll be doing here is trying to come back from the drawdown. Okay, so our first approach will be risking 0.5. So after our 1.5% win, we went in and decided to risk like 1% straight away. So we got hit a little bit, but that ain't stopping us. So yeah, so what we'll do, we'll just head to the markets again next week. And this week actually I've been out of the markets for like, let's say since Wednesday. I got my first hit. I'll show you the trade that I executed and took a loss. I'll show you. Actually, it's past because price went above my entry level, and that's how I accumulated a loss actually. Okay, so my main point here is that don't trade NFP. I mean, not really NFP day only, but I mean NFP week. By Wednesday 11 a.m. you should be out of that place, okay? That's what I've learned. Actually, I don't think anybody should be trading past, let's say, from Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, the NFP week, okay? Because during those days, man, I don't think the markets deliver the way they're supposed, because I was just seeing, like, let's say, like breakers. I see a breaker, I identify it, I utilize it to enter, but once I've entered, man, it ceases being a breaker. It just stops working, okay? So right now I understand why ICT keeps warning us about trading on this week, okay? Right now I have that understanding, man. I thank God for that, man, because I don't know what we will be doing. We'll be going to get smashed every day, but thank God for that, man, okay? So what I'm anticipating this week is obviously a sell-off. That's what I've been anticipating. Actually, I got burnt by trying to catch a sell in that previous week, because there was a daily fair value gap. So I anticipated institutional order flow entry to enter into that daily fair value gap, then continue going lower. But I guess that wasn't the case. So in this, I think what we'll do here is that, yeah, we will keep going down, but we already feel that daily FVG, okay? Actually, I've spotted a breaker on the 1 hour chart, and it's gonna merge into a new week, okay? So this is good news, okay? Because once we have identified a high that we want to be rated in both dollar index and Euro USD, that's a good thing, okay? So let's go into the market and review our trade, okay?